Most tech hasn't been built for us, and even when it has, I haven't felt fully understood. And at Agiga, we are changing that.
Welcome to Blind Abilities. I'm Simon Bonenfant. AI wearables have been an emerging industry for the blind and visually impaired. While there are a number of options, not all are designed using the input of the blind. With direct feedback from blind users, the EchoVision Glasses have been shaped by well-respected leaders in America's blindness organizations, such as NFB and ACB, icons such as Stevie Wonder, and a wide variety of potential users spanning our community. I connected with Kevin Chao at the 2025 National Convention of the National Federation of the Blind to try the glasses and offer my feedback. Kevin joins me today in the virtual studio to discuss how the maker of the glasses, Agiga, was founded, spotlight some of EchoVision's unique elements, and demo some exciting features on the horizon. Now, let's take a closer look at the future of AI wearables with Kevin Chao and EchoVision. Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Simon Bonenfant, and in the virtual studio with me today, I'm here with Kevin Chao from Giga AI. Kevin, it's wonderful to be with you. How are you doing today?
Thank you, Simon. It's great. I appreciate Blind Ability and Simon, you taking the time, and it's wonderful connecting with you in person at the NFB convention in New Orleans, early July.
Yes, it was great to meet you and hear about what you're doing with the Giga AI. And many of our listeners will know of you because you are no stranger to blind abilities. You've been on several times talking about new innovative tech that you've been checking out at different assistive technology conferences over the years. So it's great to have you back on to talk about the work that you're doing now. For those who are not familiar, can you talk about what is a Giga AI, your product that you're working on right now, and your role specifically?
Yeah, so Giga AI is a startup that started March of 2024, so about a year and a half ago, or almost a year and a half ago. And it was the co-founders used to be at Amazon and Google for a decade each, and their mission is to empower every life. And the first product that we're focused on at Giga is AI smart glasses by, with, and for blind people called EchoVision. And it's made to be really riding the waves of the cutting edge and advanced AI technology that's available, and making it available on a pair of glasses that are AI smart and affordable, useful, and helpful, and to empower us blind people. And I'm the chief visionary and evangelist at Agiga. I'm blind myself. I've been blind since the age of 14. I've worked in digital accessibility for close to 2 decades, about 18 years, everywhere from assistive technology companies to like Scenario Group, the Talking Bro GPS back in the day by Mike May, higher education at Georgia Tech, and then also did finance at JP Morgan Chase and US Bank, and also technology at Google and Apple. So I've been around as far as technology accessibility goes. And yes, Simon mentioned I've been previously on blind abilities from different conferences and conventions and shows that I've attended, of sharing back and kind of reporting back on just more in a personal capacity of my curiosity and interest of blindness tech that I find innovative, cool, helpful, useful, or empowering. And some of the tech that I've owned myself, from Envision AI glasses to the dot pad and other cool tech, just kind of sharing back with the blind community who may not be aware of these things, or who might not be able to check them out in person or own them themselves. And my role specifically here at Giga is two things, I guess three: kind of having a C-level role, so kind of being in the day-to-day kind of operations and being part of those journey major decisions, as far as everything from the high level to how we communicate and interact with the blind community. And the visionary aspect is one I thought it'd be kind of funny for a blind person to be a visionary, but the bigger thing is really bringing the blind people's, my personal as well as my professional, and being well networked and connected in the blind community, of what we expect, what our insights are, and what we need in AI smart glasses. And then the evangelism aspect is interacting with the blind community, whether it be virtual, like here in Blind Abilities, or in person at NFB National Federation of Blind Conventions, like where I met Simon, but essentially sharing my story, testimony of how I went about finding out about Agiga, EchoVision, and why I truly believe and feel that not only how did I find out about it, but also that I was the first one to pre-order and also having a blind person work here in Agiga to really bring this to life. So essentially putting my credibility, cash, and career on line to bring this to us blind people.
Oh, that's great. And I think it's really an asset that you have such a wide knowledge of the personal and professional aspects of all these technologies that are out in the market today, because you know what's good, you know what the blind community needs. And we'll talk a little bit later about how the blindness community has helped in the formation of the EchoVision glasses. But as we know, the glasses are a very hot topic now in the AI landscape. And there's a lot of people who have been using the glasses, whether it be the Meta or the Envision AI glasses, as you mentioned. And there's a lot of possibilities for these open platforms that are coming out now. What sets the EchoVision apart in terms of the landscape of what's currently out there and what you're working on developing?
Personally, own and use all these different AI smart glasses or kind of wearables for us blind people. Everything from like the Envision AI glasses, the Celeste, the early version of the Google Glass, and the Horizon by Ira. Even the Meta Ray-Bans was an early adopter of those. Got those about 2 years ago. After like being at different technology, blindness conventions, and even a Gen AI summit where they were showing off the future artificial intelligence and technology things, everyone has unanimously told us like over and over that EchoVision by Giga is the best thing here at this convention, show, or summit. And I think the real story reason behind that is because it's really made by blind people like myself. We've worked with thousands of blind people from all these different conventions, everyone from like President Mark Riccobono at the National Federation of the Blind has been sold on it. We did an intro demo with him to like Jonathan Mosen, the executive director at the International Braille and Technology Center, and even on the other side of things, ACB with American Council of the Blind. Deb Lewis has been super excited and pre-ordered herself. Yeah, we even have people like Mike May, who's a longtime mentor and role model to me. I met him when I was in high school when I was like 15 or 16 years old. He's an advisor to our company. But I think some of the features that we have and the way we've implemented them are really unique. Some of my favorite ones that I was a part of requesting, designing, and building are things like people description, where you can have, with a single button press, have the person in front of you described in full, vivid detail of exactly what that person looks like, similar to what a sighted person would see. Everything from their height, width, color of their skin, hair, eyes, facial expression, their ethnicity, their approximate age, and then also they added a bonus feature called facial recognition, so you can add a familiar person's face with name and title into the system, and it can be recognized that this is Simon Bonenfant from Liabilities, for example. And transit directions, where with the voice command, you can say navigate to or transit directions to any point of interest or address, and it'll tell you where to walk to, what transit bus or train line and direction to get on, where to transfer, where to walk to, and so forth. So, I mean, those are some features as far as people description, facial recognition, and transit that no other AI smart glasses have available. And I think the other aspect is all the different functionality are available via button presses or voice commands, and you don't have to talk to it if you don't want to, because you're the one that's a blind person that discreetly needs access to information. You don't need to talk to your glasses if you don't want to. You should be social and talk to the people that you're hanging out with.
Oh, that's great. I really like the distinctions there. It seems like the descriptions and the language and even the way you operate the device is specific to the blindness community. One of the things I'm thinking about is if I would be traveling and if I would have things in my hands and I don't want to necessarily touch the glasses or can't because I'm holding something else, it sounds like I'd be able to use the voice commands to get the information that I need as I'm in that environment. That would be the best option for me in that situation. And I like the idea of the facial recognition. That's something I had actually been thinking about, like Be My AI and things like that, it would be nice to have that ability to be able to find out, in addition to the descriptions of what people look like, who they are, and be able to identify those people and have control over that. Yeah, those are great features. Can you give a physical description of the glasses?
Yeah, I was actually more on the same wavelength. So I've actually had the pair of glasses in my hand, And so they look and kind of feel like regular sunglasses, more or less. So I have the arms folded up and the glasses facing me. So I'm just going to describe it from that perspective, and I'll turn it around and unfold the arms. On the top of it, it's pretty more or less flat, slightly curved on the edges in the center. And then on the top left corner as it's facing me is a 13 megapixel wide angle camera in landscape mode. But as far as what you feel, is just kind of a round hole with a lens. And then on the side of it, it kind of curves at a 45 down to the bottom center, and then it kind of flatter on the bottom edge, and then it curves in probably at a 70 or so degrees, and then goes straight up in the centerpiece. And then in the nose bridge, there's a thing that will connect to the case charger. You can't actually feel anything, but methods of charging. The thing that's unique about the camera is that it's a wide angle into landscape mode, so that helps with more be able to see a wider field of view. And so you don't have to do awkward movements with your head to be able to see things. We actually have 54%, so more than half greater field of view than some other AI smart glasses that people may be familiar with or use. And then it's pretty symmetrical on the other side. And on the top right corner, as it's facing me, is an LED indicator to let sighted people know that you're taking a picture or you're recording. So if I unfold the glasses now, have the arms facing me and the lens facing away from me. In the back right corner is a USB-C port, and we can use that with any external USB-C battery pack to power and charge it while you're actively using it for extended usage. By default, there's 4 to 6 hours battery life on board. But if you're using some of the live AI or video-based things, the battery life can be no more than an hour. And we actually found a really cool battery pack on Amazon that's intended for VR headsets, where it's a neckband that can sit on your shoulder, around the back of your neck, and you can run a short USB-C cable to it and actively power and charge it while using it. And now on each of the arms of the glasses are speakers on each arm. So you have stereo sound. And then on the top right edge, closer towards the lens, there's a rectangular skinnier button that is about a quarter inch away from the hinge. There's one on each side. The right side, we call the AI button, and you either press it 1 to 5 times to perform different functions. And then on the left side, it's more of a camera and power control. And there's 4 microphones on board. There's Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, an entire essentially onboard computer from CPU, RAM, storage, and so forth.
And can you also connect your phone through Bluetooth as some of the other devices can do?
Yeah, so there's Bluetooth functionality that people are familiar with as far as initial pairing, and then you can have it work as a Bluetooth headset. But we've taken it a step further in that these glasses can actually connect to Bluetooth audio devices, from hearing aids to speakers and headphones. So we're the first AI smart glasses that not only are for the blind, but also for people who are deaf or hard of hearing.
Oh, that's great. I know that's one of the challenges that people have found with other smart glasses out there is the difficulty when they're in loud environments, for those who might have hearing loss, to be able to have that functionality that's uninterrupted. So that's great.
Yeah, so if anyone prefers things like shocks, the bone connection, or noise canceling, or even if you're trying to demo like we have, connecting to speakers, all possible directly from the glasses to Bluetooth audio.
Oh, very nice. And will this be able to make calls, video calls to people who would want to have access to the camera if they want to call someone, whether it be the visual interpreting services or if they would want to call their family or friends? Is that something that it can do?
Yeah, so we can directly from the glasses with the voice command call an our agent or be my eyes. Things like calling friends and family. It's a great feature request. I have that on the list to work on later. But the cool thing is all these things can be just modified through software. Yeah, that's another unique aspect that we're, aside from Envision, we're the only AI smart glasses that can directly call an our agent without a multi-step workaround.
Oh, that's great. And I like what you mentioned about the software, because it sounds like you're able to push out updates as things become available, and you don't necessarily need to get a new pair, and you don't have to go through a difficult process to get it updated. So it sounds like there's a lot of abilities for you to add to it and for people to have those new features as they become available very easily.
Yep, and I love that you use the word ability, because we're all about, since we're on blind abilities, giving the blind more abilities through these AI smart glasses. Yeah, so we're really, a lot of these features and things is as a result of hearing, working, and actively listening and implementing, coding these different features features that blind people have requested. I mean, things like the people description and transdirections were things I talked with the CTO, the technology person in Agiga about, and in a matter of days or weeks, they were all implemented and coded. We'll have demos about these later on, but a quick kind of walkthrough of some of the functionality as far as the buttons. So at the top right, single button press will describe the scene, which will include like a full vivid scene description of whatever it sees, whether it be indoor or outdoor. It'll include like a person description, facial recognition, and read off any text it sees. If there's a person or face, it'll prioritize that. But if you're just looking at the general scene, it'll describe that. If there's text, it'll read that off. And a double press will stop or exit. A triple press will go into live AI mode, which is another cool feature. First time I experienced that was at CSUN. I was able to walk around the exhibit hall. It provides a real-time audio description of whatever it sees. So I was able to walk around the exhibit hall, have booth names read off, the booth design described to me, what the people look like and what they're doing described, as well as the overall kind of vibe or ambiance and even it was describing where visible exits were located. And then 4-time press will go into book reading mode, so you can put like medical, financial, or your personal mail or your physical book and read through it. And then 5 times press will tell you status as far as Wi-Fi and battery. And then the book reading mode is really cool because we've had everyone from a 93-year-old blind veteran to people who are blind who've never held or read a physical printed book be able to have a book read to them using the glasses. And I love the response I get from people when I ask them, when's the last time you've done this? And they said, never, this is the first time.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's that feeling of being able to hold a physical book or turn the pages in a book, things like that sometimes we don't have that opportunity to do as a sighted person would just have a print book and be able to do it that way. That's great. Well, that's a great segue. I know that the listeners are probably very interested in hearing how these glasses work, and you provided some demos for us.
Agiga has invited 4 people who are blind to demo their new EchoVision glasses. The following is their first reactions.
Hello, George. We have the EchoVision here for you. Oh. They're right here in front of you.
All right.
In the living room, Kevin hands George, a blind veteran, the EchoVision glasses. With the press of a button, George gets his first scene description.
On the left, a man with dark hair and a beard is holding a camera, wearing a black t-shirt and dark pants. In the center, there is a woman wearing a patterned blouse and dark pants.
That's a good description.
There's a pop quiz after this. Most tech hasn't been built for us, and even when it has, I haven't felt fully understood. And at Agiga, we are changing that.
This is Kevin. He's been blind since age 14, and he's worked at Apple and Google. He's now the chief visionary and evangelist at Agiga.
I gave myself that title because the blind community has a clear vision of what products like EchoVision should be.
EchoVision looks like everyday glasses with buttons on each temple. The left for power, photos, and video. The right for cueing EchoVision's AI. Kevin hands Joel, a blind accessibility expert, the EchoVision glasses. Joel enters live AI scene description mode.
Is the microwave built in or is it on the counter? Describe this room. What type of video camera? What I normally will do is I will go as far as I can with that item until I run out of questions, and EchoVision got me to run out of questions today. That's it. And I know you guys keep calling it a prototype, but I used production glasses that have more hiccups than this. So that's empowering to me. This makes me want to take this on my next trip.
Kevin hands Mary, a blind retiree, the EchoVision glasses. Mary presses the AI button for person description.
A man with short, straight black hair, eyes that seem focused.
You get a lot of dates this way? The experience for me as a first-time user was that it's fairly instantaneous in giving feedback. I got a pretty good amount of detail about Kevin's face. You're not ugly.
Kevin hands Nicole, a blind student, the EchoVision glasses. She presses the AI button for a transit route preview.
Walk to Castro and Yosemite and take bus number 51 at 4:08 p.m. to Mountain View Transit Center.
Everything I needed to know to make a decision, and that's what's empowering. It gives you back the power to make decisions for your life.
Let's try the book reading mode. There we go. Okay.
George presses the AI button and enters dedicated reading mode. He sits on the couch, holds up a book, and the EchoVision glasses read the pages to him.
A warranty in which one Robert Mares sold 35 acres to Philip. Next page.
I was able to read a full page, turn a page, read another page. That's good. I haven't thought about physically reading a book in many years, so this opens a new door to something I've given up on.
Kevin, do you think we can do this at the park?
Yes, of course.
Kevin and Mary unfold their canes. Mary snaps on the EchoVision sunglasses attachment and presses the AI button, entering live AI mode to look around the park.
Can you identify any landmark you see? Can you tell me about the plants and trees? Can you describe what tree I'm looking at? I was really surprised at how much area I could get information about just instantaneously. Really, just lovely to just be able to look around and see the expanse of the world around me, see how big things are. I think I've forgotten a lot of that.
And when your hands are full, EchoVision is hands-free with voice activation, even with remote visual interpretive services like Ira and Be My Eyes.
Sometimes you want to walk with your cane and your coffee. I can now do that. You can tell it was made for blind people, by blind people that understand all the things that we need. So we have choice, so we feel empowered, and so we can live a life that we really want to live.
I feel the Giga team is really special and unique, that they really do care and understand and want to connect with the blind community and understand our insights. And we are so excited for you to try it.
Help shape what's next at echovision.agiga.ai.
Thank you so much, Kevin. That was very insightful. And I know that definitely has piqued my interest about the glasses. And I'm looking forward to seeing where you'll go next with this and being able to have this in the community very soon. So with that, can you tell us where you currently are right now in terms of the development? I know that at this time you are taking pre-orders. Can you tell us how you would go about pre-ordering and what that window of time looks like for that?
Yeah, so we've been actively taking pre-orders, and we've had different discounts and promos since late last year. So like from October, November of 2024, and its window's rapidly closing. So by the end of August, early September, we're going to start shipping and getting this out in production. And that's when we're actually shipping. The pre-order window will no longer be available. So what you get with the pre-order is lifetime access to the AI service. So every time you ask the AI something, or the AI describes or tells you about something, that costs somebody money. And as a perk or incentive for anyone who pre-orders, Agiga is going to pay the bill for the API token usage for a lifetime of you owning the glasses. So we're finalizing things like the software, hardware, the AI, and we're getting ready to recruit and get this ready for our initial alpha testers in the local Bay Area. We're based here in Silicon Valley, and then we're going to spread out to beta testers in the West Coast and then Midwest and East Coast, and kind of spread out. But our initial focus is US English, but received so much excitement and interest from people all around the world, from Asia, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, Africa, and so forth, where people have pre-ordered from all those countries and continents as well. And we have no geo restrictions, so meaning that all these features are available anywhere on planet Earth.
Oh, that's wonderful. And I know that at the convention, you were showing the glasses and getting people's feedback about some features that they might want. Is there an opportunity still for people to contact you and talk about their use cases and maybe some things that they would like to see in the glasses going forward?
Yeah, absolutely. If people are interested in pre-ordering or kind of learning more, you can either go to echovision.agiga.ai, so echovision.agiga.ai, or shop.agiga.ai, so shop.agiga.ai. And we're constantly and actively interested in building this and designing this with and for the blind community. So we have two different places. We have a Facebook group as well as a Google group. So if you look up EchoVision, EchoVision, feel free to join the community and post and kind of gain interest there and post your topics, your use cases, or if you want to be able to contact us directly. We do have, if you go to agiga.ai and if you go to our about section, you can contact us via email, contact@agiga.ai, or by phone at 408-940-5215. And that phone number again is 408-940-5215. That's a Google Voice, so it'll reach everyone in the company, and most likely I'm the one that's going to talk to you.
And we will have all that information in the show notes for you as well. So I encourage all the listeners to go to the website and learn about Agiga AI and the EchoVision smart glasses. This is a very exciting time for you, Kevin, as you look to get this on the market and look to the possibilities of what's to come. It seems like there's a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of growth that's currently happening and that will be continually happening. So it's a very exciting time in this space. Well, as we close today, is there anything you would like to say to the listeners?
I want to thank you, Simon, for following up and your patience and flexibility with getting Agiga AI on blind abilities. And Agiga's mission is to empower every life. And we're doing that with EchoVision to make something truly helpful, useful, and affordable for us blind people.
Well, thank you, Kevin. I wish you and your team the best.
Thank you.
Agiga, empower every life. www.agiga.ai, founded in 2024, Silicon Valley.
I'd like to thank Kevin for taking the time to speak with me today. If you missed any of the information in the audio, check out the show notes. It's all there for you. And if you'd like to contact me directly, send me an email. I can be reached at sbonenfant2@gmail.com. That's SBONENFANT, the number 2, @gmail.com. Thanks for listening, and have a wonderful day.
For more podcasts with a blindness perspective, check us out on the web at www.blindabilities.com, on Twitter at blindabilities, and download the free Blind Abilities app from the App Store. That's 2 words, Blind Abilities. And if you want to leave some feedback, give us some suggestions, give us a call at 612-367-6093. We'd love to hear from you. I want to thank you for listening, and until next time, bye-bye.
When we share
what we see through
each other's eyes, we can then begin to bridge the gap
between the limited expectations and the reality of blind abilities.
And the realities of blind abilities.